Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MrYourWilly, and it's time for another episode of Better Than Wolves. I did save the previous episode, 13, which is right after I built the pottery building right here next door. I saved the episode, uploaded it to the forum page where you could download all of the world files, including the original one, as well as my config files if you wish to download the Better Than Wolves and the mods that I'm using and run the same configs to obviously play with the mods. Now, today I'm actually going to work on that pottery building a little bit more. I pretty much just been grinding up all the hemp and all that because I'm going to need a lot of yeah, there's some of it. A lot of pulleys or not pulleys, axles and gearboxes for, there we go. And see, like, I only got like 19 from almost 2 stacks. So it's gonna be quite a lot, but I also have more grinding away over here inside my windmill. I also have a lot of wood that I need to cut up into panels. I also need more redstone, but panels and gears. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Now, if you remember, I believe it's 1 log can give me 16 gears. So let's quickly just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. To double check that it is that formation. Hopefully I'm not losing any. I don't believe so. Yeah, 16. So yeah, I'm not losing any from back there, which is always a good thing. Because it almost looks like it's going to get tossed behind the thing, but it ends up not. It kind of drops it right below it or in front of it, which is kind of a good thing. Ow. And we got the 32 tiny little ones, which will give me, actually, I guess a lot more than 16. Yeah, because there's 16 right there, and I still have a lot more. But that's perfect, because I'm going to need a lot of gears. Not just for this project, but for other ones as well. Come on. More! I need more. There we go. So I got 64 gears out of 1 log, where the normal recipe for it, vanilla quote-unquote recipe for it, is 1 plank and 4 sticks. So out of 1 log, I can get 4 planks. Out of 2 of those, or 3 of those, I can get, you know, let's see, because you need 2 for the sticks, which gives you 4 sticks. So yeah, I would get about 4 gears before. Now I got, you know, 64. So definitely a big time saver on that. I'm gonna need a lot more sidings, and I'll cut that off in the next. But once I figure out exactly how many I need, I'll figure out how many sidings I need. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the power. Whoa, that's kind of weird. I kind of got stuck and froze. I'm gonna take power now for my new windmill, or not windmill, water mill over here, because this is continuous power, never dries out or breaks or anything like that. And the power comes from right there. So what I'm gonna need to do is, don't want to get caught in the sand, so I think I'll dig right here. So the house is there. I think that's the flooring. Yeah, there we are. So I should, yeah, that's where I need to be, right there. Because I put a cobblestone around it, so I know where the gear needs to be. So I'm gonna put a point right here using my waypoints. Oops, wrong one. Guess I saved my key configs even though I didn't need to. Add one here. This will be water. Oops. Water wheel. And then I'm gonna create one also where I'm gonna leave that hole there because I know I'm gonna dig down there again. I'm gonna dig another one all the way over here for a couple different locations actually. I'm going to need one for the turntables. I'm also going to need one for the bellows. So I'm going to, let's see. Bellows is going to be here. So that's where the bellows will be. There's a gearbox there. I'm also going to want to make some more hibachis today too, probably. So here is the bellows. Is it X? No. I know that it's C for shortcuts for the waypoints. Bellow. And then I'm also going to want one for the... Actually, no, I probably don't even need one for the not gearboxes, turntables, because I could probably use... Nope. Should be getting close. I think it's over here. There we are. Perfect. Now if I break that, aha, there you are. That one, this one, and that one. See, they're right underneath where the bellows is. So these guys, as you can tell, have a power input right underneath them as well as so I'm going to need to connect power to these. I don't need, just for the heck of it, I don't need that. I only need the bottom of them. And I actually don't need this pillar being here, just to make it easy for me. Let me dig that tunnel and I shall be right back. Well, while I was digging, I didn't realize that this angle that I was going at was going to go right across this river, which means I would have to cut a lot deeper down than I originally wanted to. Now I can still do that, that's no problem, but then I gotta also think, okay, if I don't want to dig straight down, what other angles could I go? I could go straight kind of this way, but then I hit the ocean there. I could go up to like this point, then angle it this way, and then this way again. So you know what? That's all too many angles. So I'm just gonna dig straight down further than I was. Nice thing is with the waypoint here, you can hover over and you can see where the X and Y's are. So I know that this is X200, which is exactly where that tunnel exits out at. Right. Trees are in my way. But right here is, as you can see by the mini map, 200. So right over there. So I'm just gonna dig further down than I am right now, and that should be fine. And then I think it was like one more. There we go. Boom. Okay. And I know for a fact it is 62, which is this height, is where that waypoint marker is. I don't know how deep the river is, so I'm just going to go ahead and go down to like 52, which is 10 further down. Actually, heck, we'll just go to 50. Now, obviously, it's never a smart idea to just dig straight down. But seeing as I'm not really digging a mile down, like to bedrock, I don't think I have to worry about falling into lava. The worst thing I have to worry about is falling into a cave of some sort like this. But I wasn't really worried that hey, that's kind of just from the river. But I wasn't too worried about falling into that kind of a scenario. But I will, while I'm here, kind of light it up a bit. And gather all this iron. can't say iron. There we go. Gather all this iron here. And I also probably want to, just for protection, do something like this. And just cover that. That way, you know, I can still make the tunnel. I don't have to worry about like things falling into it. So I'm going to collect this iron and continue my tunnel all the way to the water wheel, and then pretty much dig straight up. Looks like I found another cave with a zombie Squidward in it. But that's okay. Once again, just going to fill underneath it. And also on the sides of this one. Because, once again, I am just making tunnels for my pathway here. And as long as I don't like run into lava or anything, then I can pretty much just keep the path that I'm going. And when I'm exploring caves here and, you know, getting gold and stuff, or whatever, you know, diamonds, which wouldn't be at the level I'm going at right now, iron and stuff would be, I don't really have to worry about these getting in my way, because, you know, I'm just, if I'm ever here, it's because I'm just gathering materials, nothing else. Here's a spider too. So I don't really have to worry about these interfering with anything else. The only thing I'd ever have to worry about it interfering with is maybe, you know, buildings in the future, but I don't plan to have anything here. And if I do, then I can just move these tunnels, or you know, like move the gearboxes to a different location at that time. I don't have a crafting table. Usually I have one of those with me. Alright, I did bring a whole bunch of irons because I knew I'd be breaking more of these. I'm almost underneath it too, which is good. I'm really close. Take that, grab this back, and continue on my way. Alright, so I'm back. I got the rest of the pathway cut out. Now that, you know, I got the bellows moved, I don't need any of this anymore for my well, that's just gonna go into the storage thing there, which is fine. I don't need any. Oh, come on. Such a small hitbox. There we go. So I'm gonna recollect all this stuff because I can use it. That's fine. I can punch it. It'll just go slower. I can reuse this for the main building, or the main thing that I'm actually doing. I think it's just this tunnel, or not tunnel. Yeah, that part. Oh, I guess it's a little further than I thought it was. That's okay. I have a crafting table here. That's smart. So this will save me a lot of material making, which is great. I also threw in about a stack and a half of hemp to get fibers out of, and so I have a ton of hemp fibers right now from the hemp plants that I tossed into the mill, which is great. I've just been like mad collecting that while I was doing like the speed build and everything, so I'm actually really glad that I got it all. So I'm gonna gather all this stuff, get all the hemp fibers that I have, cut a whole bunch of panels up, and moldings, because the moldings is what you use for the axles, and I shall be back. Alright, so I have the gearboxes and I have the axles from before. I have rope, and this is all the rope that I can make now with the more hemp fibers that I got. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna toss all that in there and pretty much get as much rope as I possibly can get out of it, which I think is, yeah, pretty much all of this. Now, I'm just gonna toss some of this excess stuff in here, right now. Take some of these extra gearboxes that I stored. Don't need zombie flesh. More of that. Now I have here some moldings, axles, and moldings and sidings and gears for more axles and all that fun stuff. Don't need sawdust. So the easiest way to apply these is to go backwards. So first off, let's go ahead and start off with this area. Now, here I need a gearbox to power this. Now, we probably want one axle here, and then the gearbox will be right here. Now, of course, I need to have my redstone to be applied here. So this area will probably be cleared out a bit. And if memory serves, I can turn it off that way, I think. So that's something I'm gonna have to test. I don't think I need red power on top of it or underneath it. I think I can like be touching it kind of like you can with a piston. So this is where the clock will be. And the reason why I want the clock there, 1, 2, 3, is because here is where my turntables are going to be. They also need power to be received to them. I don't want the clock to be behind the turntables because I don't want these turning on and off. I only want the bellows to turn on and off, and because mechanical power moves this direction, it'll turn that on and off, but not this one on and off, which is perfect. Now, I also need all these to be powered. So what I'm going to do is do a very simple little kind of loop here with power. This needs to be moved a bit more. There we go. And then one right there. Now what this can do, power here, this, and that. Now this one will be the main one. So when this turns on, it'll turn this one on, then it'll turn this, and then it'll turn on this. This one will also turn on that one. So this is the main kind of power generator out of all of them. And let's knock that down. And we shall hop here. Oops. And put that there. Now this one will power all of those. Oops. Oh, come on, you. I need to just get an empty hand, I think. So I can rotate these guys. Not you. You. Okay. So that, then once more, and then a gearbox here. And then I'm pretty much every 3 I run into another gearbox because it will only go up to 3 along, and I have quite a way to go. And eventually when I run out of the gearboxes, which eventually I'll do, I will just place this down, put the panels on the side, the gears, oops, sorry, flip that around. No, I had that right. And then that in the center to get a gearbox. So whenever I need gearbox, I'll do that. And same with the axles. And I'll just, you know, quickly make some axles for you guys to remember the recipe. So I'll pretty much be just doing that the rest of the trip. I will probably be needing to get more redstone here in a sec. But I'll be back once I have pretty much powered all the way across. Alright, finally made it to the end here. So you can see the last 3 gearbox. Hopefully I have enough 2, 3 axles and everything. I think I do. Is that 2 or 3? Shoot. Didn't count. I think it was just 2. It was. 1, 2, 3. Gearbox. 1, 2, 3. Gearbox, then 1, 2, perfect. And now I'm going to just perfecto, And now I just dig my way out of this. I think it's perfect. It's nighttime, which is perfect. No. As long as I don't run into a creeper, I should be fine. But I'm pretty much going to just run all the way back to the house. Or not house, the pottery building. Sprint. Perfect. See, you can hear it clicking. You can also see the smoke running. And this is also compressed, which shows that this is also running. Obviously, you can see it with the smoke there too. Now, there's only one downside to this system here. It's not even really a downside because it's fixable, but this is always constantly running, and there's that clicking noise because of the way that the things, go. Eventually, I could attach a redstone wire, or dust, not wire, to this gearbox right here, and it'll shut off all of this. And I might do that eventually, but not right now. Right now, I'm going to actually turn on that clock here. So let me get the... gosh dang it, it's like a half block, so I can't get out. There we go. Let me take this stuff. There's a torch here. And I'm going to need... Oh, thank goodness I had some redstone dust here. I used pretty much all the rest for the gearboxes. I had to get some more from the shop. And just enough to make the gearboxes. That should be... Oh, I have some still from the torches. Should be enough to create this clock. Because that's how many I had for my last clock here. So let's quickly dig this area out. Should be deep enough. Let's light it too. We want plenty of light in this area, hence why I have it there. And this stuff will obviously create enough light over there. So we have the torch here, which means I want the clock to be probably this direction here. So I have that there, which means I need this to be deeper. There we go. Let's dig that out. Perfect. And let's put that torch out here. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And I should probably turn all these to the highest settings so that the bellows has full reach. I think, yes, that will actually, wait, yes, that will turn that on, and then that should loop around. And if everything works, should power it on, then turn it off. Perfect. And it looks like the bellows is working too. And once again, if I have this off right here, that's, boom, nope. Oh, come on, you. Fine. I don't even have any dust left. I'm gonna steal some dust from here just to show you what I'm talking about here. There we go. So this is powered, and now that turns off everything. And even if this is ticking, it won't matter because this gearbox is constantly off. So that ticking won't matter. So that's something that I will be planning for in the future. Just to, like, possibly save on lag or anything. I'm not currently having any tick rate issues, and I probably won't ever have any tick rate issues with this system, but it's more of a precaution of just in case. Alright, so let me get out of here. Go down and then up, and I can get out when you're up. Okay, let's seal this up here. Now, the kiln, I'm actually going to show you next episode. Me setting that up, getting the hibachis again, some more of those, and setting that up. But this episode, I am going to show you the pottery building. Or not pottery building, the pottery part of the building. Wow, I'm actually full on sugar cane too. That's good. I need to convert that stuff. And pie from LA Ray. Thank you. Pie is good. Going to need I need some more redstone for one. There we go. Gosh, hate colds so much. I actually have to get rid of some of this hemp stuff. Do I have a chest for? I do. For flint. And I don't need that. And I don't need this. I'll save this for now. And hemp seed. Trying to at least, you know, kind of keep my inventory somewhat clean while I do this. Thankfully, it's really easy to like get hemp seeds, but other than planting hemp, I don't believe there's a use for them. I don't think you could feed them to chickens, which is what normally you could feed seeds to chickens to breed them, that kind of stuff. But we'll see. Anywho, obviously, clay in this formation creates clay blocks, which is beautiful. Clay blocks are very useful. If you put a clay block on a turntable, as you can see, after 4 turns, it'll pop and turn into a knock it off on-fired pot, and you also get 1 clay ball back. Now, so 4 turns, on-fired pot, 1 clay ball back. Actually, let's do it like this, just for the heck of it. Now, so the next step after said is a on-fired pottery again. That's a, you get 1 more clay block. Think. Jink. Okay. Next step is another on-fired pottery. Actually, they're all called on-fired because they're on-fired, but that's a vase. The other one was a, oh, that's right. You get, yeah, let's go. Let's put that in here. The other one is a pot. This one was a not a cauldron. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but you'll see it in the next episode. There we go. And this one is an urn. So then you get an urn. You get 3 clay ball back. Because you're basically shaving off the clay on it. So, you know, just like if you had a turn or a spinning wheel. And remember, the turn wheel turns up to 2 blocks high. So this is technically the 2nd block high, so it still works. If I had something on top of this, it wouldn't work. And I can even show you that in a sec. Alright, and that's the last item you can create with it, which is a molding. So, I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now, but like I said, I'll fire all these up and show you. But like I said, if you have like 1 more thing on top of these and you put a clay block, it won't do anything because obviously it's turning this block, not that block. Now, you guys might have been wondering why I had this piston there. You might be thinking, oh, maybe he'll put some kind of like lever there and, you know, turn it on and it'll knock whatever it is off and all that. Actually, no, it's much more simple than that. Put this on, and there you go. When it reaches the first stage here, it will knock it off automatically. Put it, you know, on here, and it'll go on to its next stage. But if I try and put it here, it won't let me. For whatever reason, a piston will always eject it when it reaches the first stage here, which is something that is good to know. So these three, they're used to make, well, whatever I want to make. This one is solely to make these guys and just very simple or quickly. So, you know, I think I can I put this? Yes, and make the clay ball backs. So, you know, if I ever need to just make one, you know, I am just going to look up the name. Okay. You know what? G. Perfect. All right. So this is a crucible. Whenever I need to make a crucible, I will just, obviously there's the planter, like I said, a pot. That's the vase, the boss. That's the urn, and this guy is called a mold. So I was right, it is a mold. But anyways, if I ever need to make the crucible thing, all I need to do is just put this down, stand here, and when it reaches that stage, it'll automatically pop it off, and then I can walk over here and put it into the kiln to cook. So it'll be just a really quick and easy way to make those if I ever need to make them. But, oh, wrong button. E, then O. Perfect. So I think that's everything I need to show you. I believe I'm even at the 30-minute mark anyways. So we're good at that. I hope you guys found this all interesting, at least especially this part. A lot of people who use Better Than Wolves don't know that trick. I actually found that trick out completely by accident. I was just messing around with these turntables and just was using these blocks because I was actually thinking about making one that would, you know, just push it up when it was done, and it just popped off, and I'm like, huh, well, did it for me, I guess. So it's definitely a good thing to keep in mind for that. And like I said, next episode I will work on the kiln, actually fire those pots up, show you what they do, and that will kind of be the main focus of the next episode. And obviously, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to join the epicness. This is Mr. Willy signing off. Adios. And once more, don't forget to go on to the forum page. It's in the link in the description below, and you can download any of the world files, including last episode when I finished that pottery building, to play around, build your own, whatever you want to. And if you end up building something interesting, let me know, and I would be interested to see. See you then.